For thousands of years, the world believed that the 4-minute mile was impossible. Okay? Because, we're not the first athletes. The Greeks, the Romans were athletes. All these ancient people were athletes. That's where your Olympics thing comes from. Is that right? Now watch this. Because there were some people who could not do it, they said it couldn't be done. Are you with me? And then when you say it can't be done, you find a reason for why you can't do it. So they said, well, the human anatomy is such that it cannot afford a person doing this. Then somebody said, well, it's the climate, it's the environment in which we live, and the height in which we live, and the altitude. We got all of this kind of stuff. Some of it's still with us today. Isn't that right? About why we can't do things. Is that right? You want to take it as a fact. You know why you take it as a fact and a truth, rather? Because so many generations have believed in it. Just because preceding generations have believed in limitation does not mean the limitation is real. I want you to think of all the things, don't just follow this athletic thing. Think of all the things that we can do today that somebody said was impossible. Think about that airplane ride that you took last month and people said you'll never fly. Think about how God didn't desire. If God had wanted us to fly, God would have gave us some wings. So Delta gave you some wings so you can fly. Think about the automobile. Think about the telephone. Those are things you can relate to that previous generations thought impossible, except what we call the inventors. And the inventors begin to deal with the idea that everybody else thought was impossible and begin to conceive of a way to make it possible. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Not saying it can't happen, saying, how can I make it happen? Are you ready?